Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I found this article on RT News. It says U.S. Air Force embraces gender pronouns. And I pretty much just thought it was ridiculous. And it's basically, it's no profit to be had by doing this. It doesn't make any sense. But it says the U.S. Air Force has authorized the use of gender pronouns in electronic signature boxes, further embracing the controversial woke lexicon that other branches of government were criticized for adopting earlier this year. The military division authorizing using gender pronouns in a piece of correspondence earlier this month, which was made public over the weekend. The document states that while the use of pronouns he, him, she, her, or they, them in an email signature is authorized, it is not required. And moving on down, let's skip on down. Look at here. The Biden administration is determined to roll out the red carpet for LGBTQ recruits, running ads featuring a lesbian wedding and a pride parade, as well as ones featuring new military members describing themselves in intersectional terms. Another video, this one, the animated story of a real person, illustrated the upbringing of an Army corporal with two mommies. The administration's embrace of woke speak, especially gender pronouns, has attracted derision from political opponents. The State Department was mocked for celebrating International Pronouns Day in October, even as chaos seemingly broke loose around the world, from the ongoing failure to rescue Americans trapped in Afghanistan under Taliban rule to reports of China's hypersonic missile launch. And they're right for criticizing this. You used to actually, you'd be discharged from the military for being one of these LGBTQ people, but now they're fully embracing it, and it's to no profit at all. All it's doing is making America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, it's making Babylon look weak, and all of Babylon's enemies are seeing this weakness, and it's like, what's the point? It's almost it's kind of coming full circle back from where Esau got his start with Alexander the Great, the Greek, and how he was of the other persuasion. He liked boys, he liked men, and it's kind of just rolling all the way back around to that, which is fitting. And it's just funny. I wanted to bring it out and show how decrepit the hammer of the earth has become, how shameful they are. We're going to start out with Psalms 109 and 29. Let mine adversaries be clothed with shame. And that's what the scriptures say. Shame shall cover thee. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. And it's shameful to be an Edomite. And an Edomite is a so-called Caucasian person. And that's what we know from the scriptures. And everything in prophecy is showing that that's who they are. They are the Edomites. But continuing on, and let them cover themselves with their own confusion as with a mantle. And the Air Force starting to use gender pronouns is confusion. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to actually do that. And it's making you appear weak. Your enemies see this. They definitely see this. Which takes us to our next scripture, Isaiah 14. And we'll start at 9. Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet. Salakia. Start over. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. And that hell is referring to positioning on the earth, not some place where you go and burn forever. It's referring to the low positioning that the Edomites are about to be in, especially their elite. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. And these kings and princes and prime ministers and whatever else, the enemies of Babylon, of America, they're seeing this. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? You know, that hammer of the earth is looking decrepit. Art thou become like unto us? And the Babylonians, America, is looking weak. They look like they can actually be challenged. And, you know, sharks smell blood in the water. Going to go to Isaiah 19, and we will start at 14. The Lord, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and trying to recruit LGBTQ members into your military, and all this is everywhere within the West. This perverse spirit, but primarily here in Babylon, and the Lord has definitely mingled it here. And they have caused Egypt, which is another name for America in the scriptures, to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And you can just imagine America as this drunk and just, you know, hands down to the side, can't even walk straight, vomiting on himself, because this is what they're doing is perverse. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, and we're seeing that with these labor shortages, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, and it's going to get worse. Verse 16, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women. And that's what the military, who's supposed to be the strong man, the protectors of this empire, they've become like unto women. They're going to have general theys and thems, commander they, them, instead of how it's supposed to be. They've become weak. They've become like unto women. And it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, of hosts. Hosts meaning armies, which he shaketh over it. So I just wanted to bring out that article. It's just silly. It doesn't make any sense. It's to no profit, except for putting shame and perverseness on the United States. With that, I'd like to give all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the elect of Israel.